Well, hello, hello, hello out there in social media land. It is another wonderful day in the neighborhood, and it is Fresh Cut Friday here on Moments, Elevation Moments. And I am your hostess, the one and only Victoria. I'm Coach Victoria. I am the CEO, founder, and facilitator of Victoria Elevates. And we operate across the board on many different avenues and different niches. And to each of you, you will know us. Most of you know us from our coaching business, which is Elevated Not Tolerated Coaching and Motivational Services. And what Elevated Not Tolerated means is to rise above anything and everything that has held us down, has caused us to feel inadequate, and it's done so unpleasantly. But my friends, with you and I together, we're going to rise above all those things, because it is time for us to be empowered, embraced, and educated to be elevated and not tolerated. So it's an amazing day. It's a beautiful day here in Greensboro. I hope wherever you are in your time frame, in your time zone, that you too are having a beautiful day. Today, I want to talk about some things that I think is going to be most beneficial to most of us. And that is the things that we're not going to do in 2024. Y'all, there's some things. Hey, Miss Carrie, I see you out there watching from behind the scenes. So good to have you, my good friend, always in the house. When I tell you, though, there's some things that, I think is important that as we're moving forward into this new year, and this is the second day of February. So shout out to all the February babies that are having birthdays. My great nephew is having a birthday today. He's turning 15. One of my good friends from high school that has been on the show, Coach Grandmaster Tony Teal's birthday is today. So a shout out to Coach Teal. I know he's out there hard working as usual. And there's some other folks out there, I'm sure, that are having birthdays on today, right? But I just want to give a big shout out to those two guys, because they mean the world to me. Da, 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 da. And then on Sunday, I'm going to go ahead and put that out in the atmosphere right now. She's probably going to get me. But on Sunday, my baby girl, she is going to be her birthday on Sunday. And so, of course, I can't wait to see her tomorrow, because we start kind of celebrating early. It's a little bit early here, but we're going to, her birthday is on Sunday, so we're going to be able to see her. And yeah, Miss Carrie, we got to get some birthday. Wait a minute, Miss Carrie, Chrissy got birthday cake down now. She got birthday cake for everybody. So to those of you that are looking for someone who can get you all set for your cake needs for 2024, Christy is in the house. My daughter, she is a phenomenal cake baker, designer, decorator. She does it all to make your taste buds really tasty and sweet. We're going to be putting up her information. She's one of the sponsors behind the scenes of Victoria Elevation. So we're going to be sharing her information as well as Miss Carrie's information, because she is a supporter of the program as well. And there's some other folks out there that support us. But if you desire to be a supporter of what we do here at Victoria Elevates, just go ahead and drop us an email at Victoria Elevates at victoriamholland.com. Again, that's Victor, and I'll put that up for you. Just send us a good old email over to Victoria Elevates, and we will make sure that you can be a part of what's going on. If you see the information that's going on the screen right now, it tells you how you can reach out to us, and you can be a guest on our show on Uncensored Conversation, but you can also be a sponsor and get your name mentioned right here on the show every time we're on live. And as you well know, Miss Carrie said it now. If Miss Carrie said it, it's got to be the truth, right? I'm just telling you. But so I want you to make sure that and we're going to have her back on the show on Uncensored in a couple of weeks. We're going to bring her back, and along with some other young entrepreneurs, we're going to bring some folks back to the show. But I'm telling you, I am super excited about today. I just want to talk to you just a little bit because there's a lot of things that's happening. We got a lot of things that's getting ready to come up on Uncensored Conversation. This coming up in 2024 is kind of expanding what we do and how we do some things here. We've got some major headers that's getting ready to come to the stage. And guess what, guys? I just got to tell you, if you ain't been at Uncensored on Sunday night, Miss Carrie, tell them they missing it. They missing it. But we got some hot things happening in February. We got some behind the scenes secrets that's going to be coming out, and we're going to be able to share that information with you. Coach K Clark is in the house. She's one of our supporters as well. You're going to learn more about her with the Journey of Life coaching. That's Miss K. So she's one of our supporters from behind the scenes too. So guys, y'all don't want to miss it. You got to get in here and get your spot for sponsorship. There is a fee that you pay for sponsorship to be on our show, because we want to make sure that people understand that we offer the program, the podcast for free, because we like to support other people and we like to push our guests. But if you want to be a sponsor, there is a sponsorship packet that you can access about and be a part of this growing team that's going to be moving into a different area. Can I tell you, we're moving? I had a phone call a few minutes ago that gave confirmation to something else is getting ready to happen. Miss Carrie, you've been speaking it, girl. So we're getting ready to see some things move and transition into another level. So today I want to talk about what we're not going to do in 2024. Are you ready? Can you just say, yes, I'm ready? What we're not going to do in 2024. And the reason why we're talking about this today is because over the last couple of weeks, I've had some opportunities to talk to some amazing people about a lot of amazing things. And I want to share with you how important it is that we understand that we can't keep doing the same thing that we used to do. We got to, if we're expecting a change, we got to do something different, right? Would y'all agree with me? So today we're going to talk about what we are not, what we are not going to do in 2024. Because it's a lot of times when I'm talking to even my students in my class, one thing that I will always tell you is important to go to the root, go to the tap root, go to the meat and potatoes of what is causing the things that you have to do. As a certified master life coach, I'm influential in very different niches, if you will. So I was telling somebody else, I got about 27 certificates hanging on my wall. But what we're not going to do is we have to find that root. We have to find that happy place for us. And a lot of times we don't know what that happy place looks like because we have not gone to the depths and really looked at it, right? So what we're not going to do in 2024, right? That's what we want to talk about. So go ahead and get your pen and paper out, because I'm going to give you some things that I want you to understand of what we are not going to do in 2024, right? All right. How many of you ready? How many of you ready? What we are not going to do in 2024. What we're not going to do in 2024. Miss Carrie says she is ready. Miss K says she is ready. Coach Gilmore is in the house. Pastor Deborah Gilmore is in the house, and she said good morning to you out there, because she's a couple of hours behind us. But check this out. So the first thing, what we're not going to do, y'all write this down. Y'all ready? What we're not going to do is quit. What we're not going to do is quit. The very first thing that we have to understand, and you write these nuggets down, because we're going to be giving to you we're going to be giving to you the rest of the 2024. We don't want you to miss it. What we're not going to do is quit. We are not going to quit. Many times, because we're getting into a new year, because we're looking at different things, sometimes our mind begins to wonder about the things that we did not complete even yesterday, right? There's some things that I know I didn't get to complete yesterday, right? And some of that was because, I have this nerve thing that's kicking up. I'm just gonna put it right there. I ain't gonna say all the things, but sometimes when you are moving and shifting in different avenues, sometimes you will go back and you'll rehearse what you didn't complete or what you don't see as a light, right? And that will cause you to say, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna. How many of y'all raise your hands in the virtual area? How many of you in the virtual area you have said, I'm not going to do this again. I failed at it. I didn't make it. I didn't do it right. It didn't make sense to me, and it didn't. We say all of the negatives, and how many of us say, I'm not going to do it again in 24? How many of you said that? Even with our weight loss, how many of us have said, well, I'm going to start working out every day and I'm going to be in the gym every day. I'm going to do 27 push-ups every day, but you don't succeed with it, right? Well, what we're not going to do in 2024 is make statements that we're not going to be able to live up to. We're not going to quit. Everybody put into the chat. Everybody say this. I'm not going to quit. I need everybody that's watching right now to put into the comment section, I'm not going to quit. Right, because this is the thing. Whatever you speak will come out of your mouth. And that's what you say to yourself and what you say to other folks. Because when you give off the air of quitting to someone else, that's indicating doubt. And we don't want to ever have doubt because we're not quitting. So everybody type that into the chat room. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. I need to see you posted in the group. I'm not going to quit. Miss K says she ain't quitting. Okay, Miss K. All right. Miss Deborah says she ain't quitting. Okay, Miss Deborah. Hey, I'm telling you, this is the first. And I want you to highlight it and I want you to stick it somewhere else so you can see it. Every day, start speaking to yourself, I'm not going to quit. Miss Carrie says she ain't quitting either. All right, so the rest of you guys is out there. We're hoping that you're following along with us and you're not quitting either. Because this is the time where we got to stop it, right? All right. So, number 2. Well, let me give you a little break. I want to show you who's coming to be with us on Uncensored Conversation on Sunday. I'm giving you a chance so you can take a break. So take advantage of this. Hello. We got a new lady coming on Uncensored Conversation, and she is going to be absolutely amazing. You want to write this down and get your pen ready for number 2. All right. So my guest on Sunday will be the phenomenal Miss Crystal Boa, and she will be with us on Sunday. She is a phenomenal young lady. We met her the other day, and I'm telling you, her expertise in mental health is off the his eye chain, and her program is absolutely amazing. And we're going to be talking about some stuff on Sunday that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it right here because it's important. And that's the reason why we're Uncensored Conversation. We talk about what people don't want to talk about, but what people want to talk about, but are afraid to speak. Because guess what? I ain't a scaredy cat on nothing. If it's out there, I'm going to speak on it. Hello, how you doing, baby? I'm about to make me a new song. I don't know what it's going to be called. I got to think about it, Miss Carrie. Because Miss Carrie is going to produce my hit single. Y'all get ready. So the second thing that we're not going to do, number 2, the second thing we're not going to do is people please. We're not going to be people pleasers in 2024. What we're not doing is being people pleasers. And can I tell you why? Of course I can, because I'm the one and only Victoria Holland. I can say it. People pleaser. We're not going to be people pleasers in 2024. Put that in the chat. I'm not going to be a people pleaser in 2024. You say, what's so important about not, what are you talking about? Well, a lot of times because we're not moving forward is because we're pleasing everybody else. We're thinking about what everybody else is going to think, what everybody's opinion is going to be. But in 2024, you cannot operate on pleasing everybody else. If you have a dream or vision or a mission or something for you to do, it's time for you to move to your next level. As a personal development coach, my thing is finding out what has kept you being a people pleaser all of this time. And the answer is because we have have not been educated what that looks like on a different level. Can I be honest with you? It's time to stop being a people pleaser. Miss Carrie says she is not going to be a people pleaser in 2024. Miss Carrie says she's going to kick rocks and she's going to make sure that they hit in the right place that it needs to be. See, this is the thing. When you understand what the true definition of people pleasing is and how that works, you can make major head moves if you stop using those techniques. You know, I say this all the time. There are good habits and there are bad habits. It's all in how you choose to use it. Habitual habits can be good or bad. It just depends on how you use it. Can I be honest with you? In 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021, I've been talking about this for quite some time. Self. What is self? Self is seeing every level form. Self is seeing every level form. Hey, Kelly Cuckoo's in my girl. I ain't calling her Cuckoo, y'all. She my buddy. She my friend. And she one of the realest chicks I've ever met in my life. Hey, Kelly, thanks for joining, sweetheart. When I tell you that in 2024, we have got to stop being people pleasers. It's time for us to understand how important this thing is of people pleasing. So many times, so many people continue to say, I can't do this, I can't do that, because I got to make sure Johnny John, Susie Sue, and Cuckoo, Ray Ray, and Boo Boo are okay with what I'm doing. Can I be honest with you? If you wait for every person to agree with what you're doing, you're never going to move. You're never going to do anything. As even I was thinking about some things yesterday. Sometimes, you can get to the point where you're always trying to give everybody else the right answer, but you never listen to your own answers, right? And one of the things I've been saying for the last 2 years is about the 3S theory. How many of you know that the 3S theory works? If you've experienced my 3S theory and you know what it looks like, I want you to put it in the chat room that the 3S theory works. Put 3S yes. 3S yes. Because this is the thing. Silence will give you a strategic plan for you to show up. If you experience silence, that will show you who you don't need to be talking to. It will show you a strategic plan for you to show up. The thing is, when we're people pleasing, we're always worried about what everybody else thinks and what everybody says. In 2024, we will not be people pleasers. We will be pleasing our visions and what God has purposed in our lives to be. This is the thing. If you have a problem with being a people pleaser, if there's some place in you that you feel very weak in, then baby, come on over here, come over here, come on over here. It's time for us to stop looking at it. Miss Carrie, what you talking about, girl? That 3S, you know it worked, girl. See, this is the thing. When you begin to put your place in silence, we as parents, we put our kids in timeout and all that good stuff. But when we start reason why we do that is because we want the child to think about what they did or didn't do, right? Sometimes when we need to put our own selves in timeout and experience the silence. What is that old commercial about experience? I think it's a Skittles commercial, while they throw the Skittles up in the air and they tell you to experience it. Maybe some of you need a Skittles a moment. That's all I'm going to say, because sometimes you need to exercise the gift of silence. My good friend Lisa Washington, I hope she's out there watching, which I know she is. When I tell you, sometimes her book just pops out of nowhere with me. The Power of Shut Up. Because there is a time in the season for you to open your mouth, and there's a time in the season, baby, for you to be quiet. You better hold it. Okay, I'm gonna stop, Miss Carrie. I can't think of the rest of the song. Okay, but this is the thing. When you begin to understand how people pleasing can affect everything that you attempt to do, people pleasing will cause you to miss out on opportunities. People pleasing will even make you feel like that you're not worthy of what you need to accomplish. People pleasing is not it, my friends. Pleasing people is on a different level, y'all. There's not a time that you please everybody else and you go in the dark. Can I say that again? If you're spending 90% of your time questioning yourself, if I do this, will John like it? If I do this, will Sally like it? Somebody put in the chat room, I'm not doing it no more. Just put it into the chat. No more people. Just put no more PP. Y'all, No more PP. Okay. No more PP. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat room to say, let everybody else know that you're no longer going to be a people pleaser. Because this, come on, Kelly. Thank you, girl. I know I got somebody out there who's ready to walk with me. No more PP, y'all. No more people pleasing. If you don't like us, what we got? Hey, ask yourself. Is it because you don't like who I am, or what you don't like that's in you that you can't be me? How about that? Because in this season, Miss Carrie, no PP for you too, girl. In this season, it's time for us to understand how important when we start living our full potential, how doors will automatically start opening. Come on, Kelly, rock with me, girl. Say that's it. The thing is, we have to understand how important this is. Come on, Miss K. Miss K says she got no more people pleasing too. When I tell you, it's opportunities out there waiting for us if we stop worrying about what somebody is going to think and how somebody else is going to feel about this jack thing. Because I'm telling you, it's time for us to live our best life. We've been singing that song for who was it? Wasn't that Pharrell? We've been singing it ever since he put it out there. I'm living my best life. And some of you are living the same life that you was living yesterday. Hello, can we raise our hand? There's some things that we got to get a control of. We got to stop doing the same thing if we expect some changes to happen in our life. And this is the reason why I am charging all of us with the skills of understanding who we really are in this season. It's time for us to break out of these cages and these stages that we in. Cages and stages, you got to remember, it's time to break out of the norm and get to moving to the next level. Sometimes the reason why we're still stuck is because we're too afraid to take a giant leap of faith and call it a day. Sometimes you got to do that, guys, because some of the reason why we're still people pleasing is because somebody said we couldn't. I had several conversations throughout yesterday. I was like, you know what, God, what is you trying to tell me? Is it that I am am I that naive that I don't see the trueness in certain things? I don't know about you, and I don't know who I'm talking to or who's going to watch this later. But when I tell you that people pleasing is a sin, it's a deadly sin because it keeps you from moving into the places that God has assigned to you. This is the reason why we got to keep on moving. We got to keep on moving, baby. Got to keep on. Oh, it's trucking. It's trucking, Carrie. You got to keep on trucking. I'm just saying. Sometimes you need to keep moving. Come on, Kelly. Stop picking that same action, expecting a different outcome. I told my students a long time ago when they first started coming to the positive self-building class. The control means what? If you're a student, you better know. You can put it into the chat. Control is that what you have overcome. If you have not controlled it, then you got to figure out what to do with it. Because at the end of the day, like Miss Carrie just said, we're going to keep on trucking because this is the season where we're moving to our next level. What is holding us back is the worst thing, and that's people pleasing. Let's stop it, y'all. It's a headache. It takes more energy to please jokers than it takes for you just to do the daggone thing that you already know that you got control over. You have authority to do some things, and this is the season where you need to keep on doing what you need to do. As a matter of fact, I got some other coaches that are coming back to the same because, baby, in 2024, what they said I couldn't do in 23 and 22, baby, they about to see it happening in 2024. And we're starting with the bringing back of the coaches on parade. Take 5-minute break. And I'm going to come with the last piece of what we're not going to do in 2024. Y'all caught me dancing again. I'm so sorry. That's who I am. I love to dance. So coming back in 2024 is the phenomenal program that I started about 3 or 4 years ago, right before COVID hit. It was called the Coaches on Parade. And you said, what is the Coaches on Parade? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you have heard me say this a million times, and I've said it about Coach K and some other people, coaches are people, we're life coaches. We help you develop plans and actions that's going to help you move to your next level. I have multiple niches. I'm a guru of knowledge. I love to learn as much as I possibly can. I told somebody today that, I'm a great student. Just don't give me a test. How about that? But at the end of the day, the Coaches on a Parade is where we bring phenomenal coaches from across all niches. They may be mindset coaches, they may be finance coaches, they may be health and wellness coaches, personal development. That's your girl. Personal development. We have some people that are specifically trained in confidence. I'm specifically trained in all of the areas, but we have coaches that are sitting out there that are going to come to the platform, and they're going to I give them 20 minutes to talk about their niches and what they can offer you as a life coach. And we got some phenomenal ones coming. If you are a coach out there watching today, you can be a part of the program too. Just hit the girl up with some information down at the bottom of the screen, and we'll send the information. If you are a coach out there, we having our first Coaches on Parade prayer call on this coming Monday at 8:30. We want you to be there with us, and we want you to see what's going to be happening. So let's get back to what we are not doing in 2024. Guys, what we're not doing in 2024. Y'all ready? So we're not people pleasing, and we're not quitting. What we're not going to do is be stagnant in our movement. Let me say that again for the people in the back. We're not going to be stagnant. We're going to expand our minds to a different level. We're going to expand what we have. We're not. Let me put it to you this way. Let me put it in another low word, a low frame. We're no longer going to put limitations on who we are. No more limitations. No more limitations. Got this? I want to put it in a different way, because that sounds a lot better to me. Have you been limiting yourself through all of these years? Have you been telling yourself that you can't do it? Well, in 2024, baby, no more limitations. We are not going to stop what we're doing. Hey, my brother out there. Hey, Ruben, what's up? What's up? What's up? So glad you in the house on the day. My friend. Check this out, y'all. But in 2024, there's no more limitations. In 2024, we are not going to limit what we can do. We're going to always have the attitude that we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us, right? And that's what we got going on. Hey, Miss Regina, what's up in the house? No, look, I'm having fun now because some of the phenomenal people are in the house on the day. So when I tell you in 2024, what we're not going to do is have any limitations put on us. We're going to meet every obligation that we can. But how you're going to do that is the process, right? And part of that process is making sure you have a good life coach. Let me toot my own horn in your corner that can help you develop those positive plans that's going to help you get to your next level. I got a couple of people that I'm going to be working with for the next couple of weeks that I am super excited that they're saying yes to what they can accomplish. I'm going to push you to your next level, baby, because guess what? If you're pushing, if I'm going to be an eagle soaring, I'm going to need some of y'all to soar with a girl, right? So there's no more limitations. We're not going to take anybody else's stopping us. We're going to remove those stop signs that have been put in front of our faces long enough. It's time for people to get into a position where you understand that there's no limits on me. The only limits that are on me is what I choose to put as a stopping sign for myself. But don't put limitations on yourself because of somebody else. It goes back to the first two, right? So for you guys that are catching up, let me tell you what we're talking about, Miss Regina and Ruben. What we're talking about is what we're not going to do in 2024. What we're not doing in 2024. We're not going to be. What we're not going to do, we ain't going to do it no more. What we're not doing in 24 is that we're not going to quit. It was number one. We're not quitting. We are not quitting. No more quitting. Let's go ahead and write that down again for all of those people that are new coming to the scene that you missed the first part. No more quitting. We ain't doing it. It took us too long to get here. It took us all the way to 2023 to 2023 to get to 2024. So the first thing we're not going to do is no more quitting. Look, no more quitting. We're not going to be any more people pleasers. No PP. No PP. And there is no more limitations. If you have the skills or if you wanted to achieve it, all you have to do is say, hey, guess what? I need to know how to do X, Y, and Z. I guarantee you there's some way out there, somebody out there that can help you find what you're looking for. As your life coach, as your personal development coach, and me wanting to see you get to your next level, I guarantee you I'm going to be able to find those places that you need to get to. If you say, I don't know how to do X, Y, and Z, if I don't know how to put on my lipstick, baby, as your personal development coach, I can also help you write the plan. But baby, what I can do is also connect you with the tools and the people that can help you get to that place. It's time for us to start looking at things on a different level. You don't have to limit yourself because someone said you can't do it, baby. Hey, Kelly, I think we need to sing the song. I know, PPP. I'm down with OPP. Miss Carrie, I'm down with OPP. Hey. Okay, anywho. But we're not going to break, we're not going to put limitations on our capabilities in 2024. I don't care who it is. If from the, as I say all the time, from the pulpit to the corner store, nobody's going to stop me but me. And baby, in 2024, that's going to be kind of hard to do because in 2024, I've decided. Yeah, you know me. Come on, Kay. Hey, come on, Miss K. Hey, I'm down with the OPP. Yeah, you know me. Girl, you know me. You know me. You know me. This is the thing. And we have got to understand how important limitations can break or make us, right? The thing is, I want you to get hyped with me. I'm excited today. Somebody will say, well, come on, what are you so excited about? Because first of all, I crossed over to this day. It could have been another way. I could have been back there. I could have just been flat on my back like I was the other day, guys. And I may be taking a break after I get off this live today. But what I can tell you is what I'm not going to do. And what I'm not going to do is freeze my capabilities by somebody saying I got limits on. I got no more limits. No more limits, baby. We're not doing limitations on anything in 2024. If you need to know how to do it, I'm sure I can find a way to get it done for you. I'm telling you, there's some ways that people say it all the time, especially in my generation, because I'm only 17. You know me. At 17, I keep saying that there's some things with technology that I don't know how to do. Well, baby, can I tell you? There ain't nothing going to stop me from finding out but me. How many of you are sitting out there right now and saying, I want to start that new business, but I don't have the funds? Well, come on over here to this side of the corner because I can tell you, I've done it myself. I'm doing it right now. There's some things that I don't have. I have no funds for. That's the reason why I need y'all to go ahead and plant a seed in this place right here. I need y'all to plant a seed. Look, y'all. I'm being real honest with you. Go ahead and plant a seed. You see that information right there? Go ahead and send a girl into some funds for the program because all of the money goes back into what we're doing here at Victoria Elevates. But when I tell you, don't even let that stop you. I have a young lady that I talked to today that was interested in finding out how she can start her business and what did I do. And I said, baby, I can tell you what I do and I can show you some ropes that I can show you. I got some skills. I got some techniques, baby. But what I always got is resources. If I can't do it for you, I can promise you I can find somebody who can. This is the reason why we got to understand that there's no limitations on us. We're the ones who's putting the limitations. Let's stop it today. Let's say we're going to make it. We're going to do it. We're going to keep it kicking because we deserve the best. We were created to be the best. We are the best. Hey, any cheerleaders out there? Where my girls at? Well, she's cooking. My daughter was a cheerleader. And one of the things that they used to say at the Marshall High School Bulldogs, we are the best. And there's a whole other line to that. Anybody else going to beat us in the rest because we are the best. You got to understand that you're the best. Speak to your own self. Speak to your mountains and tell your mountains to move, baby. Because in 2024, we got places to go and people to see. In 2024, I'm going to take my plane ride. I have never been on a plane, but I'm going to take it in 2024. In 2024, I'm going to do some traveling. I'm going to say it. I ain't going to take nobody with me. I'm just going to get on the plane. I don't know. The plane, Miss Carrie, I got to take somebody with me because I've never been on one. But when I tell you in 2024, our goal is to do some things that we have not done before. We are going to be like Star Trek. We're going to go places that we have never seen and never been before, because this is our season. As my church family under the great leadership of Apostle Titus Wesley, our theme is for this year is it's our winning season. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was saying it before they declared it, because I just came back to my church family. I'm so excited to be back. But when I tell you, I have been saying this before 2024 came in, because I also believe in the power of manifestation. I believe in the power of our tongue. I believe that we have the power to speak some things into existence if we keep saying it long enough. That's the reason why you can't be around the same kind of garbage that tells you that you can't do what you can do. I'm here to tell you there's some things that are happening behind the scenes in my life that I did not even know was happening. But when I tell you, I begin to speak this thing, and I'm going to tell you to do this as well. Because if you haven't been reading the posting that I've been doing here and there and everywhere, because I'm not just on Facebook. Hint, hint, not. When I tell you that when you begin to speak life into what you want, when you begin to say those things and you speak it into a certain place of excellence, if you will, because sometimes we get stuck in the mud because we're still talking to the same folks that ain't talking about nothing. This is the thing. If a person hasn't moved from where they was themselves in a situation, then ask yourself, what can they tell me? I know I've got some things in my life right now that people say, oh, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. Or you shouldn't be doing that, or you shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing that, and you should be doing this. Well, first of all, when there's a door of opportunity, baby, I walk into it. If the door don't open, Miss Carrie, I can't walk into it. I don't know about you. I ain't walking into no brick walls. I did that in 23. It don't feel good. What I'm telling you is today is time for us to put a stamp on it. It's time to put some new accesses available to who you are. It's time for you to come and look at yourself on a different level. It's time for you to see self. Self means seeing every level form. Seeing every level form is the true self. And guys, I'm telling you, in 2024, we're going to make some moves, and we're going to shake. We're going to make that move right now. Miss Carrie, right? Hit me, Miss Carrie. Right now, baby. Make that move right now. We got to make that move. We got to make that move. We got to make that move. And we're going to do it in 2024. Look. Come back and be with me this weekend on Uncensored Conversation with my girlfriend. Yes, Miss Crystal Boza is coming, and she's going to talk to us about mental health. This child has got so many things that she is going to share with us. I am super excited to have her on my program. I'm super excited to be able to connect with her, and she will be my go-to for that mental health piece. She is going to be rocking it here on Uncensored Conversation. So you don't want to miss her on Sunday. So come and be with us, and we're going to be looking forward to seeing you all. And guess what? Miss Carrie's coming back, y'all. Miss Carrie coming back to the show. I tell y'all, I got some folks that you're not going to believe that's coming back to the show. Miss Carrie's got some things that's getting ready to happen, and guess what? I have the privilege of having the backside view of it. And I'm telling you, you ain't going to miss it. You ain't going to want to miss it. We got some people that are coming. We got a new thing with Taisha Power. It started last week. She is going to be on our show as a regular. She's going to be talking about nonprofit. We got some other people that's coming that's going to be on the show on a regular. Baby, you don't want to miss it. That's all I got to say. You don't want to miss it. You don't. All right, guys, I got to roll up out of here. I got a notification. I got a meeting. Ooh, y'all better say thank you, Jesus. Say, God, fix it. That's all I'm going to say. God, fix it. Okay, I got to roll up out of here. It's been my pleasure to be with you on this, Fresh Cut Friday. Don't y'all do nothing a big girl won't do. this weekend. Have fun, be safe. Make sure that you give somebody else a helping hand along the way. Make sure you tell somebody else that they are amazing. Make sure you tell somebody that it's time for them to be empowered, embraced, and educated, to be elevated and not tolerated. We will see you on Sunday right here